Welcome back to Foundations of Teaching for Learning, Week 2 Curriculum Development, focusing on Lecture 3 Curriculum Planning. There are very important questions with regard to curriculum planning. Ralph Tyler has put forth in 1949 4 underlying questions for any form of curriculum planning. What education purposes should the school seek to attain? What educational experiences are likely to attain these purposes? How can these educational experiences be effectively organized? How can we determine the effectiveness of their attainment? Answering these 4 questions will be very helpful in thinking about planning a curriculum. Creating learning experiences seem to be a very important aspect in curriculum planning. And we can do that in many ways. We can establish useful learning experiences via academic settings in which experiences takes place. We have 2 types. One is the traditional academic setting, schools and classrooms, and the other one is non-traditional setting, that is outside of school locations or outdoor environments. Teachers can use these 2 settings for their teaching. And we also have educational interactions that are more modern based on new technologies such as social media, different software programs, applications, educational games, etc. So there are many ways of creating learning experiences for students. When we talk about key components in curriculum planning, there are 5 important organizing principles involved here. 1 is aims and needs, 2, goals and objectives, 3, content selection, 4, orientation and method, and 5, evaluation. Now we should look at each one of these components one at a time. Aims and needs. When we talk about aims and needs, we have 2. One is at the national level, the other one at the institutional level. At the national level, actually, it encompasses the ultimate purpose of curriculum, which includes both national and institutional interest. At the institutional level, you have another list here with 3 aspects, and see to what extent this is in practice in your system. We come to key component 2, that is goals and objectives. Curriculum planning is very much based on the educational goals that is set forth by the National Education Philosophy, that which provides for the holistic development of children, and it also identifies different aspects based on intellectual, emotional, social, cultural, spiritual, and physical growth. Is this true in your system as well? One way of looking at the goals is by looking at Jack Delors' report on the 4 pillars. That is learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be. These 4 pillars can become like the foundations for any curriculum to build on their content. When we look at the content selection component of the model, curriculum planning model, there are 4 aspects given in the slide. Take a look at the 4 points here and see how these can be integrated with Jack Delors' 4 pillars. The next component is orientation and method. And this is about creating learning experiences and also deciding whether we are going to follow teacher-centered or student-centered approach in our teaching. And about choice of teaching strategies, the traditional, non-traditional settings, or interactions via modern technology, and organizing learning activities and experiences to produce maximum learning output or outcome in students. When we talk about organizing learning experiences, there are 3 different modes. One is the transmission mode, the other one is transaction, and finally transformation. And the final part of the curriculum planning model is evaluation. So evaluation, this is an ongoing activity for continuous improvement. And one important question that you may want to ask is, how well is curriculum producing desired results? So the evaluation reports that's provided by the district education office or the public examination results and school teachers' feedback will be very helpful in understanding or answering the question, how well is curriculum producing desired results? Is this the way curriculum is evaluated in your system, or do you have some alternative methods of doing? Earlier we were talking about how well is curriculum producing desired results. Here we have Bloom's taxonomy as a yardstick to gauge how well we are doing. And Bloom has given 6 levels in his taxonomy, and here I'm combining the 6 levels into 3. One is knowledge and comprehension. This is about the understanding and comprehension of the facts, skills, and values imparted by the teacher. And 2, analysis and application. This is about the ability to reconstruct knowledge through a dialogue, process, and problem solving. And 3, synthesis and evaluation. This is about the ability to combine various knowledge, facts, skills, and logic to make unique personal judgments, exhibit personal and social change. So this taxonomy will provide us, teachers, with a yardstick or as a gauging measure to see how well we have achieved our objectives. Now we have come to the last section on think, pair, and share. With a colleague of yours, you may want to think about in what ways might the UNESCO 4 pillars shape your curriculum planning, your teaching approach, and your self-evaluation of your teaching. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture.